This player thinks I'm AFK right now. Little does he know, I've actually been waiting here hours for him. You see, today I'm spending 24 hours pretending to be AFK to trick players into my trap. We have 3 AFK methods we're gonna try for 8 hours each, and they get riskier as the video goes on. Starting off with method 1. The idea behind method 1 is that the armor should draw people in who want the blue still I'll drop. So let's see if it works. Yeah, this might take a while. Ooh, finally a player. Oh my god, that guy must be so mad. Well, at least we know this actually works now. During the challenge, a lot of random noobs came over trying to kill me. I kind of felt bad killing them, but they aren't exactly good people. There are a couple questions I want to answer during this challenge. How will players react to me? Will they just try and kill me? Or will they try and protect me? What unexpected things will happen while I go completely AFK? Hey, this guy seems friendly. Let's see what he does. He seems to be staring deeply into my eyes. I don't really think I like this. Is he trying to test if I'm AFK? Bro, I'm not gonna give up the act for a rock. Wait, hold on. Who's this guy? Yo, he's stolen his stuff. Me and Jibba sat here for a bit, and even though I couldn't talk to him, I could feel our friendship through the screen. For a moment, life was perfect. But then the Blue Kingdom attacked. We'll always remember you, Jibba. So I was back to waiting again. Most of this challenge was actually pretty chill. I got to take in the scenery and appreciate the small details. It was night again, which obviously meant something bad just had to happen. I was so close to dying. Luckily for me, the blue steel player's brain wasn't working, so he ditched his horse and started chasing me on foot. I managed to clutch up and kill him though, and it was back to being AFK for me, right after I kill his horse. I'm gonna admit a big secret to you guys. I wasn't fully paying attention to my screen for all 24 hours of this challenge, so I wasn't ready when someone attacked me. Don't feel too bad for me though, I did get my revenge pretty quickly. The sweet taste of victory is kinda right though. I was joining different servers during this challenge, and for some reason, this one was full of blue steels. This Soviet guy was pretty adamant that I wake up. I have a pretty clear rule. You hit me, you die. He apologized after though, so it's alright. He could probably still work on his spelling a little bit though. This your fat fella gave it a go, and he failed pretty hard too. But this guy, Iron Man Tony Stark. I didn't know it at the time, but this guy was gonna be my mortal enemy. I couldn't chase him down since Yafet from earlier came back with his blue steel armor, so I had to take care of him first. By then, Mr. Stark had already managed to escape. There was no point in trying to find him, so I went back to being AFK. Soviets started building around me, which was nice. I mean, a little strange, but nice. But Tony was back, and he was dancing in front of me. Now, you might be wondering why I wasn't attacking him. And here's the thing, it'd been 15 minutes, and I didn't even get a good look at his username. So I had no idea that this was the same guy from earlier. He was making fun of me, and I had no idea. I even started dancing with him because I thought he was friendly, but in reality, he was mocking me and my stupidity. Eventually, he got bored of making me look dumb since there was some pretty spicy drama happening right next to me. Guys, I sat here for about half an hour just reading the chat, and I honestly couldn't tell you what the hell was going on here. I was so distracted by this that someone almost killed me. I healed up and waited for a good time to get my revenge. He wasn't happy about being killed, so he came back and tried again. Yafet was pretty impressed with my combat abilities, so he wanted to add me. But I don't add people that I don't know, so I shook my head. Oh yeah, guys, I didn't tell you, but I've decided to try not talking in chat for the rest of this challenge to stay in character. I'll only respond to people with emotes. Let's see how quickly this gets annoying. I got bored looking at the desert sand, so I decided to change the scenery up and go to mainland. I also placed a banner down next to me, so hopefully people will be drawn towards me. It was actually really good at attracting players. Unfortunately, they were mostly noobs. There was no activity for an hour, so I actually went AFK to grab some stuff to eat. And wouldn't you guess who? It was Mr. Tony Stark himself. This guy had escaped me, belittled me, and now he killed me. If anyone won during this challenge, it was him. A lot of players were gathered around here, so I decided to sneak my way in and go AFK. The thing is, these guys weren't idiots. They knew I wasn't AFK and started crowding around me. They started building this strange structure around me, and all I could do was sit back and watch. The problem is, these guys recognized my user from my YouTube channel, which kind of ruins the point of this video. So I went into Discord and chose the first username I saw and changed my name on Roblox to that. I also changed my avatar. It was perfect timing as well because my first 8 hours were up. It was time for method 2. New method, new me. Now I completely fit the part of a noob. This method was a lot more dangerous than the last one, since now I have to put my armor on before they can get too much damage off. I was still pretty confident though, so let the wait begin. I got bored of just killing these noobs and I wanted to start messing with them instead. With this one, I tried trapping him in a cage, but as established earlier, I'm pretty stupid, so I managed to accidentally trap myself instead. I used a cool glitch to get out though, so that wins me some points back, right? I managed to trap him eventually, but it was all for nothing since he left straight away. Don't worry guys, that's not going to be the last of my caging attempts. Not much was happening at mainland, so I decided to go back to the good old desert. But when I got there, I wasn't exactly welcomed. I was not prepared for that fight at all, and it showed. You best believe I hunted that guy down and got revenge. That guy wasn't satisfied dying once though. He just kept coming back and kept being killed again and again and again. I think it's fair to say I've made up for my death now. I was bored of waiting for something interesting to happen, so I started trying to create my own conflict. Okay, I didn't think he'd do that. Look at him running away. I guess he's kind of smart, to be honest. This was a pretty funny example of someone pretty quickly realizing that they messed up. Alright, you guys see that blue steel over there? I really want to try and lure him into attacking me. But I don't think he's going to come anywhere near me, so maybe if I get a bit closer to me, he might try and attack me. Yo, I actually can't see or hear him anymore. Wait, okay, I'm going to go check if he's still there. Alright, he's definitely still there. I doubt this will work, but maybe if I just stand very still, he'll think I've gone AFK. Alright, here he comes. Bro, this guy's trying to steal my kill. Screw this guy. I danced with my new friends to celebrate another day alive. The only thing I'm giving this kid is a spelling lesson. I was ready to go back to being AFK until my new friend Foxy betrayed me. We were friends for a whole minute. How could you? He had a blue steel friend, so I had to take him out as well. And Foxy wasn't the type to lie down quietly. He kept coming back and I kept killing him. This random blue still started shooting at me, so I decided I had to go kill him as well. Now, I need to prepare you guys for what happens next, because it might make you lose all of your brain cells. I was 100% confident I just killed this guy with that last swing. So I put my sword away with 80 health, and I started healing back up. And well, the rest you can see for yourself. This is probably the most embarrassing death I've ever had while playing this game. I mean, I did get my revenge, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't still embarrassed. I was back to being AFK when this steel player called Domo started hanging around me. He was different to the other noobs I'd seen for the past 15 hours, because he wasn't a noob. And when Foxy came back to attack me, Domo actually helped me kill him. Domo was definitely different. He made sure to stand with me for an uncomfortably long amount of time. Every time Foxy came back, he'd be there to help me kill him. We were quite the team. We laughed together, fought together, and for once I could actually just stay completely AFK, and I knew Domo would be there to protect me. Now, why was he doing this? I honestly couldn't tell you. Maybe me and him had sparked some sort of actual friendship. The kind of friendship that could only be forged in this sort of strange situation. Eventually, Foxy killed Domo, and I had to step in to honor his death. And bad things just couldn't stop piling up. Now I have to deal with a 3v1. Come on, man. I was feeling great. I mean, obviously my greatest friend in this video had just died, but did you just see that 3v1? I mean, that was just insane. And don't worry, Domo was back. He even planted some cabbages. It was coming to the end of the second 8 hours, and I was happy that Domo had provided his protection for those last couple hours, but it kind of felt like cheating. Like it was against the spirit of the challenge. So I stole all of his cabbages and left the server without even saying goodbye. Pretty sure he wanted those cabbages, so it was probably for the best. Sorry, Domo. Alright, it was time for method 3, and this one was by far the most dangerous method. The plan was to wait for a shipwreck and then go AFK with no armor and wait for players to try and kill me. All the best players would be drawn in, so this was probably a very dumb idea. I found my first shipwreck and waited for a while with nobody coming at all. I've already been waiting here for like 10 minutes and no one has came, but we're just gonna see how long it takes for someone to find us. Guys, I promise this does actually work. It's just that this shipwreck's in the jungle, so it's kind of hidden from the rest of the map. Eventually, this iron came and I got an incredible shot to kill him. Oh, I think I got him. Woo! What a shot. I mean, he can mine them if he wants. I won't kill him. Oh, my sweet boy. Why would you do that? Now, this Cuba guy is an interesting noob. There's blue steel right here, and this guy is just mining rock. He wanted nothing to do with the blue steel. He was much more interested in the stone. I mean, he only had a rock to mine with, so he couldn't get the blue steel anyway. I gave him a pickaxe since he wasn't attacking me. Then this absolute fiend attacked us. I couldn't save Cuba from dying, but I managed to force the blue steel player to leave the game. I couldn't get the kill, but at least I killed his horse. When Cuba came back, I dropped him a bunch of blue steel since he actually seemed pretty chill. We danced together for a bit and I let him mine the rest of the blue steel and waited for the next shipwreck. If I was going to be a convincing AFK player, I had to get rid of all the players that were already there who know I'm not AFK. The only problem is that when you do that, only noobs are left. But apparently I can't even fight noobs. I wasn't paying attention, and I just got killed by a fucking noob. Even though I deserved that, I made sure to hunt that noob down and kill him. I mean, he still got my blue steel buzz, so I guess he still kind of won. Let's move on from that quickly. Hey, look, a new shipwreck. And ooh, a steel player's trying to kill me. This guy ran all the way across mainland, and of course I hunted him down. He led me straight to their base, where I was pretty much forced to kill all of his teammates as well. Trust me, guys, no part of me was enjoying this at all. And the horses, they just had to be killed as well. You know, I was forced to. This was completely necessary, and I was not enjoying making kids cry at all. I went back to the shipwreck to go AFK. This guy was smart, and he shot some test shots to see if I was AFK. But this wasn't my first rodeo, and I knew if I stayed still enough, he'd come into close range where he can't escape. Nothing really happened after that, so let's move on to the next shipwreck. For the first time during this challenge, these noobs were actually using their brains, and they were just mining the blue steel. This copper player just had to ruin it, though. That wasn't very smart, was it, buddy? This shipwreck was pretty strange, I can't lie. Everyone pretty much just ignored me. They even left the blue steel I was standing on. It was actually pretty wholesome. I guess there are some good-hearted players still left in this game. Not everyone is like that, though, and if you wait long enough, you can always find people like Tortuco. The copper from earlier was back as well, so I decided to torment him a bit. I let him damage me a bit and, you know, give him a false sense of hope, and then I caged him after a lot of attempts. But I wasn't done there. No, caging him would be too nice. I put castle walls all around him as well, just to make sure it was as difficult as possible to break out. Also, this random noob just got stuck in there as well, which kind of sucked, but if he wants to be imprisoned as well, then why should I stop him? I went AFK for a bit while I left them in there. No, that was the other one. Maybe I should let this guy out. Let me see. You know what? I'm gonna... I really thought this was gonna be a chill shipwreck, and it started off well, but then someone just had to ruin it again. I don't know whether to kill this guy or not. He hasn't technically attacked me. This time I waited until he attacked me to make my move. But he logged before I could kill him. At least he didn't get the blue steel. After a while of waiting, Berserker came and started mining the blue steel. Thing is, he was using a copper pickaxe. He was very determined though, and I watched him mine that one blue steel pile for like 5 minutes straight. Eventually it broke, but I genuinely don't even know if he got anything out of it. I'm guessing he must have, because he continued mining the other ones as well. The challenge was coming to an end, and this was gonna be the last shipwreck. I waited here for at least 30 minutes, and nobody came at at all. I decided to just mine the blue steel myself. I don't need it, but it kind of just feels wasteful to just leave it here. So that was it. The challenge had ended the way it had gone. Basically, nothing had happened. But I did answer some of my questions. Not everyone in the game is a heartless killer, but most people are. If you guys enjoyed this video, then watch this video next.